The Himalayas throw you a mixed bag of the kind of conditions and terrains that you would encounter. So let's talk about what are the road conditions that you can expect. Hi, I'm Sachin. In today's video, we'll talk about what to really expect if you're headed to the mountains, especially Ladakh this season. Today, we are not talking about how to tackle and ride each one of these. That's a separate topic altogether. And if you're part of Dominar rides, the ride coordinators will be instructing you each day on how we're going to do this. There's sort of mixed terrain. Some of it is purely off-road, some of it is broken tarmac. So let's go through this one by one. You'll be really surprised and amazed. In a lot of places, you will find great tarmac that will rival racetracks and airports. Smooth roads, very good. You know how to deal with it. Then in some places in Zanskar, Moreh Plains, you have very soft, very powdery sand. It's known as fesh in some places. It's sort of depending on the depth and the lightness, they behave differently. It can be so light that if you're not fast enough, the cloud of sand will overtake you and just blind you with its presence. You can't see anything. Of course, water crossings are what we've seen videos of everywhere. So depending on what time of the day and season you go, you'll encounter water crossings of various types of water. So one is how the water flows presents one part of the challenge, and what's underneath the water is the second part of the challenge. You have your usual ruts and things. There's other traffic going, there's trucks, there's four-wheelers. So they have, there's defined ruts that's sort of deep enough for you not to be able to climb in and out of it that easily. Another kind of surface that poses a unique challenge is these stones which they lay out before they're constructing the road. So you might just happen to come across there at a time when these stones are laid out. And for motorcycles, it's a bit tricky for motorcycles. Cars can get through. Sometimes you do encounter these sudden dips on the road, and they're hard to spot because from where you're riding, you can't really see that properly because it doesn't show up on the surface. Because of the unpredictability of the place as such, and with the mountains being so raw, always expect the unexpected. So while you might have smooth road, you never know what's around the other corner. One simple little rock falling down the hillside can be an obstacle, or a little bit of gravel drawn in from the side. It's sometimes easier to deal with gravel when the entire road is gravel. But then when you have these unexpected patches here and there, that's something you need to watch out for. The other thing to always be aware and careful of is the traffic. It's easy to misjudge your overtaking your stuff. So be very well aware of other road users, and let's try and do this in a calm manner. Then is also the question of the combination of altitude and how it affects your motorcycle. So because some of these passes are very high, about over 15,000 for sure. So your bike, do expect a little bit of power drop from your bike, and it won't run the same way that it ran in the plains. So you have to be more controlled and sensitive about how you throttle out. So yeah, there you have it. There's a mix of man-made challenges and natural challenges, but yeah, it's quite an adventure. So have fun, ride safe.